This is much better. Well, hey guys. So earlier today I was making a live stream, but sadly it got removed from YouTube because I put it for not for kids, and now I don't know what's gonna happen. But in the meantime, we're gonna be doing a tier list. And in my next tier list video, we'll be doing for FNAF characters. But in the meantime, we're gonna do Sonic characters or Sonic games, if I should say. Let's delete this from my inventory, and come here. Oh man. Okay, now guys have to do it all over again, but it's okay. Let's go here. Where's the Sonic characters? There it is. Okay, this is much better. So the first game we're gonna be doing, is not from here. We're gonna start from old games to modern games. So first, we're gonna have to start with Sonic 1. So I know Sonic 1. Wait, let me just. Sonic 1 is the best game. I don't put it. I'm gonna put it in A because I played it when I was maybe off screen. I have it on my phone, so comment on my latest community if you want me to play Sonic 2, Sonic 1, or Sonic Forces. Whatever I can find. Now let's see Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is the best game because actually you played on mobile. I'm not gonna put it on B tier. So I'm gonna put it on S tier because that's the game where I met Tails. But on the mobile version, you can play as Knuckles. But back then, when this game first released, it actually only had me and Tails. Now let's see for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I'm not gonna put it in C tier, so I'm just making it because I'm doing it on mobile. So Sonic 3. Well, there are two versions of the game. There's Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Sonic and Knuckles, and just Sonic the Hedgehog 3. But Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is a good game because it's actually the game that actually introduced us to the first villain, Knuckles, which is now a good guy. So I'll put him in, and I'll put this game in S tier because I have got to play that. I went to play that game once, and it was challenging, but very good because I actually got to meet Knuckles. So let's go back and let's play Sonic. Let's see Sonic CD. Sonic CD. It was the game that kind of introduced Metal Sonic and Amy. They're not my favorite characters, so I'm gonna put them in D because let's just say I hate Amy because Amy's the worst. So let's see what's the game after that. Well, I know that after that we have we're gonna look. I'm doing all the games that actually released it. So let's do oh, this is the original Sonic the Hedgehog 3. So like I was saying, that game, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, this is the real one. So actually these two are S tier. Sonic R, one of the best games because it all started with me beating each other up. So, wait, where's Sonic CD? Sonic CD. Oh, there's Sonic CD. So Sonic Jam, it is good, but I have never got to play the game. because I don't know if they have it on I don't know where you can find these games, but I'm gonna put them in B tier because I noticed that in one of those games it can have Metal Sonic and it has battery moves. So I kind of love it, so I put it in B tier. So now we're gonna look at Sonic. I'm doing old to new, so don't judge me. Oh wait, I remember we have Sonic Spinball. Well, also one of the best games, but one of the games I don't know that well. So let's. So first, oh, well, that's modern. Okay, so Sonic Spinball is another of one of the old games. So I'm gonna put it on S tier because it is Spinball, and Sonic Drift because Sonic race cars are kind of my favorite. Especially that also introduced to the Sonic, all of us to Sonic. The Sonic you got to introduce us to Sonic Rider, Sonic All-Star Racing, and also introduced us to Team Sonic Racing, yeah. So let's do the next one we're gonna do is Sonic Drift 2. But in the meantime, I'm gonna check over here for other new games. Okay, that's good. So Sonic Drift 2 was the sequel of Sonic Drift. So I'm gonna put this in S tier because you know why, guys? Because in the old one it just showed Amy, me, and Tails. But in this one it shows all Team Sonic. Metal Sonic, Amy, Tails, Knuckles, and me, and Dr. Eggman, I think. I don't see it, but if you see it, comment on my communities so you can tell me. The next game now, we're gonna go to the 3D games now. One of my favorite games. So let's do now. Where's Sonic Adventure? Oh, there's Sonic Adventure, my man. Okay, Sonic Adventure was a pretty bad game because I heard YouTubers saying that Sonic Adventure is the best game because there's another version of this called Fears Adventure 2 on Roblox, but it uses the same green screen as Sonic Adventure. And Sonic Adventure, I don't like it that much, but sorry, Sega of America. The only adventure game I do love is Sonic Adventure 2, because we'll get into that soon. But to me, sorry for that. But for Sonic Adventure, it was the game that introduced it big into Adventure. But people are saying that Big wasn't good in Adventure, but I'd rather say Big. He was good in Adventure. He was good in Heroes, and a little good in Adventure. But I'll put the Sonic Adventure in C tier. Now, one of my favorite games. One of my second favorite, Sonic Adventure 2, which is the game that introduced Shadow, which will be in Sonic 3 next year. This game is going S tier. You know why? Because first, it shows how Sonic and Shadow first met and how the rivalry started. Second, it's because it also gives us like a story about Shadow's past story, an origin story. And you know a lot I love Origin Story, so that game is going S tier. Let's see next. Oh yeah, I forgot. We have to do now we have to do the event series. So the event series. We're gonna. Oh wait, I forgot. Sonic Battle. Sonic Battle. I don't know when that came out, but I'm gonna go see. Hey Google, when did Sonic Battle came out?
According to Wikipedia, it is the second fighting game in the Sonic the Hedgehog series, the first game being Sonic the Fighters. It was released in Japan in December 2003 and in North America and Europe in early 2004.
Okay, so this came out in 2004, but for Sonic Advance 2, 3, and the original. Hey Google, when did Sonic Advance 2, Sonic Advance 3 came out?
Sonic Advance 3's initial release date is June 7th, 2004.
Okay, so let's... Hey Google, when did Sonic Advance came out?
According to Wikipedia, Sega released Sonic Advance in Japan.
Okay, so the next game, guys, is Sonic Advance. So actually played Sonic Advance on on one of the computers I used to have at school. And let's just say that Sonic Advance, it's not the best game because I was having trouble playing the game. Second, it only has 4 characters, which I did not like. So that's going in C tier. Now let's do Sonic Advance 2. So Sonic Advance 2 was the game that actually introduced the cream, but for this game, can go B tier because I actually didn't know creams until 2019, 2020. I met the character Cream in 2020, so I'm putting this in B tier. But the next game is also my second favorite, and it's Sonic Advance 3. And you guys probably don't know why I love that game, but let's just say this. The only reason I love that game is because Sonic Advance 3 lets you pick any character with a team. So let's just say if your first character you pick is Knuckles, you pick Tails. It's an okay team. And if you do Amy or Tails, it's okay. Cream with Tails, okay. But if you do Sonic and Tails Unbreakable Bond, Sonic and Knuckles Fighting Buddies, and Sonic and Amy Lovely Couple, and for Sonic and Cream, it's okay. So this game is going S tier, like total S tier. So that's done. Now we're gonna do Sonic Battle. So Sonic Battle I actually played this game once. It wasn't the best game, so I'm putting this in D tier, cause it only lets you fight as Sonic or Shadow. That's why I don't like that game, cause it doesn't make sense for the other characters to make other kind of fights. So let's do. Oh yeah, I forgot. So after we got used to Sonic Battle, wait guys. Well guys, I actually don't know what was the next game, but for me, I will say it was actually Sonic the Hedgehog Remastered that actually was the next game. So this game is D tier because let's just say Sonic the Hedgehog, it was the game that actually introduced its Silver, but I don't know why, because it had some gross scenes for some young children that love Sonic. Because it had a girl kissing Sonic, which is disgusting for little kids. Why would they put some kissing scenes? Like, hugging is okay, but kissing is yuck. Why would they do that in a children's game? Why would they do that? Like, this is why Silver wasn't the worst game ever. Silver was okay in the modern games next, but in Sonic the Hedgehog, and also introduced Blaze. So let's just say Blaze got out of that let's just say Blaze got out of that stupid game. Now let's do the game that actually is a 2D game after the second 2D game after the 3D game. Sonic Rush. So Sonic Rush, it only let you play 2 characters, Blaze and Sonic. I actually played this game once and it did not do that good. So I'm gonna put it in B tier. And oh my god, I forgot the game after Sonic Adventure 2 came out. We forgot to put Sonic Heroes. So Sonic Heroes was actually the best game, because not to mention this game introduced all teams. It actually lets you play Team Sonic, Team Chaotix, and Team Rose. And I actually played. I actually never played this game, but let's just say this game is very good because it lets you if you're playing as Team Sonic, you can actually turn super together. So like Sonic will turn super, Tails will turn super, and Knuckles will turn super. So now the next game is Shadow the Hedgehog. It was the next 3D game after Shadow was in Sonic Adventure 2. So let's just say it only lets you play as 2 characters. It actually lets you play 2 characters, Shadow and Sonic. And I did not like it. Even though I did never play it, I did not like it because Shadow's my least favorite character. So I'll put it in B tier. So because it's one tier above Sonic Adventure 2. Now I'm just gonna do games randomly because I was not born when these games came out. I do know some of the games that came out, but not all the games. So Sonic commercials for the background, it seems okay. So I guess I could put. I think I'm gonna put this in A tier, since A tier does not have a lot of them. Sonic and the Secret Rings. It does make it creepy that kids were. I think that when I first saw this, like in some Sonic Infinity, which is in Roblox, I saw this kind of Sonic, and I got scared that Sonic was dying from the fire. So I put this in D tier because it actually made kids get scared from Sonic, because they thought that Sonic was dying because the fire was with him. So I'll put it in D tier because it's scaring kids. Sonic and the Black Knight. Sonic and the Black Knight. I have seen it, and it's actually pretty cool because Sonic becomes a knight, and he is very good. Let's just say that. So I'll put this in A tier. Okay, let's see. We have Sonic Pinball Party. Sonic Pinball Party. I'm actually gonna put this in C tier because I never got to know the game, but by the looks of it, it kind of seems cool. Okay, now we're gonna get to the modern game. So now we're gonna do Sonic. We're gonna start with Sonic Riders. So Sonic Riders was actually the game that started Jet's career in Sega. And Jet, let's just say he was the bad guy because technically he hated Sonic. So probably I'll put this in D tier. And all the other Sonic Free Rider games or Sonic Rider games, they all go in D tier because I hate Jet. Like, Jet is my least favorite character. I don't like him. I do love his design and his personality, but the character itself, I don't like it because, let's just say, this is actually it is good that it shows Sonic riding a scooter, like a skateboard in the second movie when he's home alone. But I do love it, so let's just say I'll put Sonic Free Riders in B tier much better. But the original, for the second two, they go in D tier. Now we can finally go into Sonic Sega All Stars Racing. So this game, it's actually a racing game, but I don't know how to. I know Team Sonic Racing, but I think for this game, it's good. So it's kind of good because it's the design that gave him the new car, and this is the game that all started the technically Sonic Rift was the game that all started the race car series for Sonic. So let's put this in A tier. Now for Sonic. Oh wait, I forgot Sonic Unleashed. For Sonic Unleashed, I love it. It's actually very good, more than the other 3D games, which were very bad for kids. But I'll put this in A tier because I kind of love Sonic's transform to a monster. Feel like a monster. So, let's see. For Sonic Colors. Sonic Colors was another good game, but it introduced some whips, and I never got to know it that good, but it's okay. I do love Sonic's design. It's a good thing they made a ultimate version of this game, so I'll put this in B tier. Okay, now we have I don't know what's the other title of this, but this probably has to do with like Sonic Rush, I think. This possibly has to do with Sonic Rush. So, or Sonic Dash. So I'll put this in C tier because I hate Sonic Dash. Now for Sonic Jump. Sonic Jump is another mobile game, but not that good. So let's just leave those alone. Now we have Sonic All-Stars Racing Transform. One of the best games ever. So A gets a new one. So actually no. It goes with S. Okay, now we have Sonic Generations. It's actually I did like it when I was in 5th grade. I did like a paper about Sonic, and when I was reading about his modern years in Sonic Generations, let's just say Classic Sonic was supposed to have a voice with Classic Tails, but sadly the person that voiced it voiced classic Sonic in the old days, Sega never answered his calls if he wanted to be in that game and voice classic Sonic. But so I'll say this is a good game because it brings classic Sonic's return to Sega. So let's put this in A tier. Okay, Sonic 4. I played Sonic 4 Episode 2 with Tails, but I have never played the first one because the first one you need money. So I'll put this in B tier. No, A. Actually, I'll put this in S tier because S tier. Sorry, it was actually very good. Let me just open it. Okay, the next game we're gonna do is Sonic Boom. So all these Sonic Boom games, I was not introduced to Sonic Boom since 2019, so I don't know all these other games. So let's just say I'll put them in D tier. Okay, so now the final games. So Sonic Boom Dash 2 is actually one of the best games that I actually played with. So this goes A tier. Absolute A tier. And Sonic Forces is also one of the B tier games. So let's put this in B tier. And Sonic Mania and Sonic Lost World goes D tier because of one of the stupid bad guys. Where's Sonic Mania? Okay, let's put this in Sonic Mania in S. And that's the end of my... And this is the end of my tier list. We have Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic 3, Drift, all the other games on S tier, and some of the... But I guess the most tiers that have the most games in it is S, A, and F. B and F, C, it was my most common, but let's do it. And now, that was the end of my tier list. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you loved this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and remember, the 9th movie might be coming out tomorrow, depends. Bye!